Okay, managed to get the rest of the chassis painted. Got the brake booster installed, the brake pedals put in, been working on some grills, and I ended up getting the engine delivered. So let's go into all the details and I'll tell you what happened. Okay, got the rest of the panels done. Used the last quart. Finally got all the chassis parts done. Okay, here's the first look with it all painted. I think it turned out pretty good. Okay, had to modify the brake booster attachment to the brake pedal. Ended up using a Heim joint and replaced a stud with a 3/8 inch bolt and welded it on. And I think that'll do the trick now. Okay, got the pedal assemblies mounted using the brake master cylinder with the modified connections. Should work just fine. Also able to install the trunk release mechanism that I picked up, and I could route the cable through the tubing. It comes through here, comes out the end. I'll put a grommet in there, and comes over here to the front trunk release. Okay, to make these taillights work, I needed to remove this section here because the taillights didn't quite fit in there. So we'll get the taillights fitted in there and then come up with some kind of a mounting solution, and then be able to build the rest of the frame around it. Okay, here's another lesson learned. Before you go cutting everything all to pieces, maybe you need to stop and think a little bit about exactly what you're doing. You need to put this back together so that I can actually do a little bit better fitment on the taillights. So sometimes you just get in a hurry and you make wrong decisions. Okay, well, I'm waiting for the engine. Start working on the rear grills. Right now, not a lot to work with. We'll see just how creative I can get. Okay. Okay. Okay, more progress on the rear grills. I really made myself more work when I ended up cutting them all apart. So these got 2 tabs down here on the bottom, which will get screwed in once I get the metal plate. And then up here, this holds it in right there. So, but then before the work, you got something like this over here. So this is the next part, is to try to get this one at least looking like that one over there. So, okay, next I'm going to go ahead and do a metal surround. And part of the issue, as you can see, is this not only has a curve this way, but it has to curve up this way. So I need to put the thickness of the grill underneath each one of these so that I get the proper dimensions. But I'm going to have to notch this to curve it up that way, and then do the rest of these. Now, I haven't cut out the center yet, because that's giving me some rigidity to make sure that the form is going to stay the same, so I can get the metal framework built. So, on with the next step. So, trying to make sure that I get the grill shape the right size, I've used a piece of tin foil and actually formed it to the grill opening. And then I've got the grill over here that I'll use a tin foil to cut out of that. Now, I did some research, and because these are actually at an angle, the top part up here is what's straight, and then the rest of it just falls off like it's supposed to. So let's see how this goes. Having used the tinfoil template, I've got the grill where I need it to be. Of course, it's going to have to be shaped a little bit, so I'm now clamping it down, then going to use the heat gun to soften it and keep it in place. Okay, cut the metal framework for the grill. Lots of trial and error in getting the angles right. Again, doing that with the grill in there. Now I need to go back and tack weld those together, then take it off and finish welding. Of course, I can't do that with the grill in there, because then it would probably melt. So I'll just use some spare pieces for the proper height and tack them up that way. Okay, got the framework finished, cut out the inside, and still have it. There's still some work to do. Setback, broke a frickin' tap in the thing, so got a new tap coming. Back at it again tomorrow. Okay, so this is what the grill will look like. Still some work to do, but now I just have to finish the other side. Okay, there are the 3 parts for my rear grill. There's the fiberglass shell, the actual mesh, and then the steel surround that holds everything in place. And that gets bolted to the frame. And I just received my long-awaited delivery. This is a 2001 Corvette 5.7 liter LS1. Got it off of eBay. Even comes with the drive-by-wire throttle pedal. I think it had 99,000 miles on it. It's 2001. So once I get the rest of the grills and stuff done, and I've ordered the adapter plate from Eric Martin, and then we'll begin to see if it's all going to fit in here. So goes right there, but I'm not sure about whether I have to reverse the intake manifold to where the throttle body is at the back, like I did on the Diablo. And again, this has a different throttle body on it because of the drive-by-wire. So lots more research to do, but it's a start. Brian was able to make it out the shop and inspect the engine, and he's doing really well after his motorcycle accident. Still has to keep off the leg for at least another 4 weeks, but then he can start going to rehab. So if you haven't subscribed and would like to follow along with my build, as I can make posts, I'd appreciate it. Go ahead and click the subscribe button and the likes, and we'll go from there. Thank you.